Look, so I'm about to give y'all some more details, right? Because I didn't put them on the blog page. I didn't put them on the Facebook page. So I went live earlier. Well, I'm going to give you all a couple of minutes to come in. Let me know where you're watching from and where you're joining me from. Hey, Monica Rose, how are you doing? So listen, I'm going to tell y'all what Elise did today. So, give you guys a couple of minutes. So check this out, right? So y'all know I went live earlier today. I was fooling around in public, but I hadn't had this information at that time. I had forgot a couple of items, so I had to go to another store to get what I needed, and I had received a phone call from a very reliable source, who, I've been constantly in contact with as it relates to, other information. And today, Elise was spotted coming out of her job by a reporter. A reporter had asked if she was Elise Hyatt, and Elise said, yeah. And then they began to ask her if she could tell them what happened in Mexico, and she took off. She ran. Got up out of there. And I don't know if that reporter is going to, release anything. I don't know if he recorded it or if he captured video or whatever, or if he had audio or what have you. I don't know. But journalists have been on them.
As people nationwide continue to push for answers in the death of Shanquella Robinson. Tonight, only on WBTV News at 11, we take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico. And that journey led us to High Point. WBTV's Brandon Hamilton has been breaking developments in this case since last month. He tracked down one of the people reportedly with her on that trip to Cabo. Brandon, did you talk with them? What did you find out?
Sources tipped me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, we spoke quickly, but our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson. From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina. We're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson. We received a tip on an address, so we'll see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country. The death of this Charlotte 25-year-old has raised eyebrows nationwide. What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October when this viral video was taken. A source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. and was also given a name which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been either disconnected, no one's answering at their home addresses. So we just simply want to know again what happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock. A woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went. Hi, I work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella. Any comment? She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything. And Molly, our entire conversation was no more than 10 seconds. Also today, the FBI told me its investigation continues. Now, this is separate from an investigation by Mexican authorities. The prosecutor there in Mexico has issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed friend on that trip.